Good morning. Good morning.
What's up? Hi.
It is. It snows. Okay, from Shadeinthecity and really be. We're gonna get
Really
it
be.
into Ready to Love Part Two. Hold on, let me see. Hey, Nikki B. Y'all gonna have to excuse me a little bit. I'm a little under the weather today.
Mama not feeling good this morning, y'all.
So we're gonna try to get through this as quickly and painless as possible.
It ain't gonna take us long.
Good morning, Quay. All right, so we're gonna get into this intro and then we're gonna get into the show.
That's it.
Hey, Chuck,
Hey everybody.
go see that lady. Review complete. Exactly. That's really who we started off with. It was Rose, with this whole pregnancy scare. I mean, I don't know if it was BS or not, but she ain't had no receipt. So it was given without the receipts. You still looking crazy.
Well, first of all, it sounded like you went through his phone. So
She
listen,
did go through his phone.
listen. I am one
You
of
got
those
to do
people,
screenshots, Bookie.
huh?
I said you got to do screenshots if you're going to talk about it. You got to have some receipts.
Right. And he was like, and again, I mean, I know some people can be good liars, but he looked totally confused by this whole conversation. He was like, that's my ex. She's my friend. Yes, we've had a pregnancy scare in the past.
Uh-huh.
So, Rose, girl, how far back did you scroll?
Right? You know what she might have went through the photos and just seen.
Right. Like, girl,
He
what?
just downloaded it.
But again, and I'm one of those people, and I know everybody doesn't feel this way, but I have a real problem when people go through people's phone. Because my thing is that you deserve to find whatever it is you find because you don't have no right going through my shit. And I have a problem with that.
Oh, Boogie, I'm gonna go through the phone.
Yeah, that's why I know everybody don't feel that way, but I have a problem with that. I just feel like because here's my issue. I had a friend that would do stuff like that, and I'd be like, okay, so what you gonna do when you find what you? Because the fact that you're going through the phone tells me you already feel like it's something going on. So what you gonna do with it now? Because if you're not ready to leave,
See, I went through the phone and I got a divorce.
well, again, but
I mean, because
yeah,
you could think that there's stuff going on, and if you really feel like maybe it's really not that bad, or maybe you just jump to conclusions, whatever, then I mean, yes, there's no point in really going through the phone. But
there you go, quick. Rose is a thorn. Yeah. I just felt like Rose was doing a lot. Like, Rose, I need you to go sit on the couch. But I told y'all someone right with that lady. She was trying too hard to be everybody's person. And I was like, something about her just never sat well with me. She was just doing too much. You buying clothes and we have a special connection. Girl, Rose is special. And I have a problem with production that turned this into the Rose show.
she
Because
said Rose spread her nectar far and wide. She should. Oh my God. Yo, who's Cam took me out when he said you was sleeping with me and Hussein at the same time.
baby, and
Right.
here's what I find funny. Don't start double talking now. You want to tell everybody else's business. So when he was like, so when
We
y'all
were
sleeping together,
dating.
we were dating. And Tommy was like, but what does that mean? When y'all sleeping together? We do things that people who date do. Girl, don't start double talking now.
Exactly.
You've been big and bold and telling everybody else's business. Tell it.
Mm-hmm.
So you were
Exactly.
sleeping with both of them at the same time. See, that you ain't want that out there. And the thing is, both of those men tried to spare you. Both of those men, Hussein is still not telling all your business. And Cam tried, like he ain't throw that out to the very end when I guess he was like, fuck it. But
Oh
this
yeah, because
man really
she was
tried to
like,
spare you,
he
Rose.
said something about how he got on her for dating Hussein, but come to find out he was with Sahara, sleeping in Sahara's room or something the whole time. And he's like, basically, how you even coming at me like that when you was with me and Hussein at the same time?
Yeah, Rose was special. And like I said, it pissed me off that they turned this into the Rose show because after we had to sit through all of that between Rose and Cam and all that arguing and shit, then you turn around and do a package on Rose's journey. No, fuck that. We got enough of Rose. I was like, are we really getting ready to do this? There was so many people from the season that we didn't get a chance to see any. Like the dude with the braids, I forgot his ass was even on the show until the end when he was on the couch. The flight attendant. I mean, we saw her little thing. The who was the other dude? The other dude that got eliminated. We like there were people we literally did not even see. And I feel like if it's going to be a reunion, at least in the old reunions, the people who got eliminated first, they would at least still give them like a few seconds of, so, sorry your journey didn't last long, but what, did you walk away with anything? How's it going now? Like, there were people we literally did not hear from. And
Yeah.
Rose took up 80% of that fucking 2-part reunion. Like, come on,
Mm.
man. That was bad editing. I mean, that was just bad editing for me. It was just bad.
Well, next up was Eddie and how he was playing games the whole time initially until he got called out on his BS. Then he was coming off intentional. And here go Rose again trying to blow up somebody's spot, talking about, well, I heard he was in a relationship the whole show. Man, you are really making yourself look crazy without no receipts.
Well, that was out there though. I ain't gonna lie. Now that was out there. But again, Rose, it don't need to be you. It just don't need to be you every
You
time.
done said enough. You've done enough.
Right. Like because that was, I mean, that was on the like the Ready to Love chat and all that. Like I heard that too. But girl, it don't need to be you. Like it could have been anybody else but you.
Mm, 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 mm. Then they got into Coley trying to kiss him. Coley looked drunk when she did it, and she looked drunk at the reunion.
And she looked a hot mess. What was that Cruella DeVille
That
blonde?
thing she
What
had.
was that? And I understand that they must have been there a long time. Either that or those women was wearing some horrible wigs and weaves because the hair was not holding up. I don't know if it was the lights. I don't know what it was. But baby, because the firefighter girl, her wig was horrible. Did you see
Oh,
how tangled and matted it
my,
looked in the back?
yeah.
And
Oh,
again,
I didn't
I
see
like
it.
her with the short hair. I think she looks more flattering with the short hair. And if it's gonna be long, that blonde doesn't do it. I'm sorry, the blonde just didn't do anything for her. And before somebody come for me, it's not because of her complexion. It just doesn't flatter her for me.
Hmm.
Because I do think that there are dark skinned women who can wear blonde hair. Like I ain't, but it just that wig. It was that wig. It was that wig. The hair was just not hairing for me, y'all. I'm sorry.
Well, it said Coley said that they had Hennessy backstage, so they probably were all tipsy. Well, she needed to stay away from it, especially after seeing herself on camera. She needed to stay away. Next up was Jay and Kiera. They of course they got into the getaway and how he was all entangled with Sahara. And she said that she felt like, it had always been her. It was Kiera, 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 except for in that moment. And Sahara said, girl, it's always, she basically from her perspective, it's always been her. So Tommy was like, well, if that's the case, why was you all entangled with him? She was like, because that was my top connection. So I don't see what the problem is. And apparently, Jay told Sahara that they had a connection, but never mentioned it to Kiera and just kind of made it seem like Sahara just liked him and, it wasn't, mutual. But long story short, they ain't together, child. They ain't together. He ain't want to blow no money on taking her out. He just wanted to lay up in the bed and, whisper sweet nothings in her ear.
I think part of the problem, honestly, in my opinion, I think part of the problem is I don't think he could get past. See, here's what I can respect. I can respect the when a woman shows you who they are, believe them the first time, or a person.
Mhm.
I think he really just could not get past how she acted. Because remember, he kept saying that. And then even when they met the family and she was like, yeah, so, the next thing is for the kids to meet. And he was like, yeah, I don't know about that. I think he just wasn't ready to go at the pace that she was trying to go. Like she was ready. She was trying to be, mommy, daddy, kids, Brady Bunch, blended family, skipping off into the sunset. And I don't think Jay was there because I think in Jay's mind, we just had a situation. Oh shit. We just had a situation that we have to finish processing. And I almost feel like Jay wanted to start over after the season was over. Like, okay, we did that. We filmed it. We know we have feelings for each other. Let's take a reset. Give me a minute. And I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying, give me a minute and let's start over. And she was like, what you talking about? Like, we locked in. We together. You my man, my man, my man now. So what do you mean give you a month? I'm with her a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And then no, she said that he told her a week,
and
and then
then said a
tried to
month.
flip it and said, "Oh no, I said a month."
Yeah, see, no, because
And
again,
she's like, "What was I supposed to do with all this time? Just be
right.
idle waiting on you?" She said, "No, no, no. I moved on, Bookie, and now I got my man."
And she should have. One thing I will say about these Philadelphia women that I've respected is that they were like, listen, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, and I'm not going to accept anything less. And either you cool with it or you not. Like even Coley, Coley was like, listen, he's probably going to be a great guy for somebody, just not me. Like, because Tommy was trying to get them to do the double back thing, or you
She
want
said,
to
"I
give it
don't do
another chance,
second
and they were
chances."
like, nah, we good.
She said, "I don't do second chances."
Yeah. And I can
Um,
respect it. Like when you know, and see, that is the mark of a person that really does know their worth.
mhm,
Whether and when I say we, I mean the audience, whether we agree that is where it is, but I can respect the fact that these women had a self-esteem and were like, okay, either you're gonna date me the way I want to be dated, or I'm gonna move on and find somebody who will. And I respect the hell out of that.
Nikki
Well,
B
yeah,
said,
everybody except for Rose, but again, Rose,
"She
because even the true lady that
was
lied about the phone
cheated.
number and
Really,
stuff.
B, she was cheated out of her happy ending."
Because even the Rose, I mean, not Rose, Lord, even the true lady who, we thought she had some shit with her or whatever, but even she was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good on this. Like, this is what it is to date me. And either you gonna date me the way I feel, the way I need to be dated, or you're not. The lady that liked to be naked, she was like, listen, this is who I am. It took me a long time to get comfortable in my skin. And either you're gonna be okay with me being comfortable in my skin, or you're not. But I'm not gonna shrink to who you want me to be. And I don't have to agree, but I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Even Angie, listen, I said sometimes I might bust the window out your car. Either you're gonna be okay with it or you're not. Okay, Quay says she think Jay didn't want to pay for that. You think that now that the show wasn't paying anymore, he was like, let's just sit at home and Netflix and chill?
He said she got used to basically going on dates all the time, and now that they're out the process, he just want to lay up and talk
Because
to
now
her,
he got to pay for them
and
dates.
she want to go out and she want to be courted.
Well, he got 5 kids. I mean, I don't know how many kids he
Look, really, be if you really want to start all over, then yeah, you need to court me.
I agree. Like I said, I don't agree with Jay. I think that was some bullshit. I think Jay just should have been honest and said, listen, this ain't what I wanted to, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be.
Yo, Nikki B, why she say Shanice got the biggest face I've ever seen? What?
Shanice reminds me of Carmen. She reminds me of Carmen from the DC season. Isn't Shanice the naked one? Isn't that her?
Yes. Yeah.
She reminds me of Carmen.
Yeah. You mean looks?
Yeah, and how she carries herself.
Oh, okay.
Jay only has 2 kids. You mean 2 kids? I was exaggerating with the 4 kids, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I like to exaggerate. Y'all know I like to exaggerate. But I'm just saying, like, I agree though, you guys. I think that once they were out of the process, see, they get used to a lot of that shit in the process. Same thing with Cisco. You get used to, you ain't really have to pay for nothing. Now that you got to pay for something, it's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying?
He pay his bills. He go to work and he work out. Then we get into Deanna. Basically, she had a little back and forth with Hussein, I believe it was, about the whole telephone versus firefighter job. And he said he wasn't talking about communicating. He was talking about how she was trying to say the importance between the two jobs. At the end, listen, really what got me was, she's talking about how important her job is. And, she's talking to dudes who understand that, they may go a couple days without talking to her, and she cool with that. And Eddie is just like, of course, once again, Eddie is giving pick me for real. He's giving pick me. He is giving Passenger Princess. Oh, I like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Eddie
I
was
like
playing. Eddie was just being a fool because he the whole
Eddie.
time.
Eddie looked heartbroken when Tay was out there on the stage talking, and Deanna agreed with everything that she was saying. He's like, no, but I think a man need help with that. She's like, no, you should not be trying to pursue a relationship if you ain't got your stuff together. He's like, no, but I don't believe that. I think a woman, could really help a man. That's what he wants. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't have been surprised if Eddie canceled the date, because that's not the type of woman he's looking for. He's looking for a woman that's going to take care of him.
This is what I'm gonna say about Deanna. I 100% agree that every job is not the same as far as what I can do on my job during the day and my flexibility. 100% agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every job is different. I don't have that. I have worked in an office setting. I have worked in a school. I know the majority of my career I've been in a classroom teacher setting. I have worked in an office setting. There is a distinct difference. That doesn't mean that what people do in an office job is not important, but there is a distinct difference in your availability when you work somewhere where you're on call. And like she said, I don't have the luxury to be on my phone while I'm at work because I'm literally dealing in life and death moments, and it can change on a dime. I can be on the phone with you and that alarm go off and it's a 911 situation and I'm out. I don't have time for all right, baby, I'm gonna talk to you later. I don't have time for none of that. It's like a click 'em and I gotta be out. When I am at the firehouse, I think we have the misconception that when they're at the firehouse, they just chilling, eating spaghetti and watching movies. There's paperwork that has to be done. They have to do the maintenance on the vehicles. They have to make sure that it's not like they're not doing anything unless they're fighting a fire. And I think that was the only point she was trying to make. But here's what I have found. People who do have office jobs, this is a general statement, you guys, so don't yell at me, tend to be a little sensitive when people make those types of comments because I think they feel like people think that what they do isn't important because they are at a desk with a phone in front of a computer. Because I've had people say that to me. Well, I work hard too, just because, and I'm like, but it's not a comparison. I respect that you work hard at your desk job, but I also know that when I worked at a desk job, I had the luxury of coming into work. I could, go to the bathroom. I could set my desk up. I could make my coffee. I could eat my breakfast. I had the luxury of certain things. And especially if I was just answering emails and stuff, maybe I could answer that email while I'm eating my breakfast. I didn't have 20,000 things pulling at me. And I feel like that was the point Hassan was making. But I think that they edited it to make it seem like he was talking about her job and how, well, you got time to make a phone call. And I don't feel like that's what Hassan was saying.
So really, being that I completely agree with. I completely understand the importance of her job and how she may not have time or the capacity to talk on the phone, right? But if you remember, she was talking about how she can go days without you even hearing from her. I feel like even in the most important job, you can send a text, just quick TBU, thinking about you text, just to say, you know what? Hey, I'm okay. You heard from me and I'm thinking about you. You don't got to be on the phone having a full blown conversation.
I I hear that, but I'm just saying, like, I listen. I know I'm bad about
I just think to go days without talking to your partner is like crazy because of a job. Like to even hear from them.
I think it's a personality thing because, so for example, I will never, ever, 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 ever in my life date another Sagittarius. I just won't do it. And here's why. Because I have dated a couple of Sagittariuses, and that is how they are. A Sagittarius could literally go 2 or 3 days without talking to you, and they're good. They don't see no problem with it.
That's crazy to me.
I personally, I need something. I need a check-in. I don't have to have a full-blown conversation every day, but
I just
I
want to
need
hear
a
from
hey,
you.
how you doing? I need something. But I think that's a personality thing. But I don't think she's wrong. She just got to find the right person. Because there are people out there that are okay with that. Now, I think that, again, I also think that she's talking about in the dating stages. I don't think she's talking about when you my man, my man, my man. I think she's saying, listen, if we're dating, I'm good with, hey, how
No,
you
she
doing?
said
And then
that
not
it would
talking to you.
translate. She said that it will translate into her relationship.
Well, then she's gonna have to just find the right one. I mean, it's somebody out there. It's somebody out there that's okay with that. She just gotta find them.
She said, Quake said, I'm a Sagittarius, and that is facts. That is
Now,
crazy.
what's funny is a couple of my best friends in this entire world are Sagittarius, and that works for me as a friendship.
Nikki B is cut now. She said even the mafia has check-ins every hour. Piece of life. I know that's right. That's
Not
a
the
dangerous shot.
mafia. But again, I just think that part of dating is finding your person that meshes with your personality, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that for my personality, I need that. So
Mm-hmm.
then if you're not that person, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work. I do when I'm dating somebody, I feel some kind of way if I don't hear from them. I
Mm-hmm.
really be on my phone like, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to look thirsty, so you ain't gonna blow him up. But it's like, damn, I know I texted you 2 hours ago, bruh. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you just have to find your person. And Deanna, whatever, she has a very specific personality. Now, is there a man out there that's cool with it? Yeah. She just gonna have to find him. But she also has to understand that I don't want to say that that's not normal. I want to say that that's
I was just about to say that that's not normal.
I would just want to say that there's a niche in that. You got to find somebody that's okay with it because
There's a
there's a
niche.
niche to
There's a
that.
niche in that.
Because that's just not how most people who are dating are. But there's somebody for everybody, honey. She can find he out there somewhere. Find your man, honey.
To me, that's a no call, no show. Okay.
And
Fired.
and there you go.
Fired.
And that's it. You know, I know for me it is, baby. We're not doing that.
Uh-uh. Okay, so the next we move on to Shanice and Cisco's date. Really, really be honestly, I feel like you kind of went over this and everything that she said.
Well, who?
With Shanice and Cisco and how, she was talking about how she had to rediscover herself and that's why she feels free now to, do full frontal on national TV. After all the things that she's gone through. But I guess the main thing with this is that Tay, she said the niche is a cheater. The main thing is that Tay didn't know about it. So of course she feels some type of way. Cisco trying to gaslight her, talking about some. We all went on dates. I don't know why this upsets you. She said, because I ain't going no X-rated date. Okay. And Fritz said that, Shanice was very transparent about the date. So he already knew what he was going to see.
Yeah, he was like, shit, she told me I'm good.
Exactly.
And I think for a lot of people, that makes the difference.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, DeMarcus? I think that makes the difference. If you tell me, yes, I get it. We're all dating somebody. We're all dating 10, 15 people. We're doing this speed dating. This is a condensed situation. I mean, contrary to the way they make it look on TV, this really happens in a matter of a couple of weeks. So I get it. But don't sit here and make me look stupid. You know that we rocking like it's the two of us. If you out here, like just like the ones that sleep with people and all of that, like don't have me out here looking stupid. Like don't wait for the show to air for me to see what it is. And I think that makes a difference.
He was probably hoping that they wasn't gonna air it, but of course
you have to think like, come on now.
Well, of course they
don't air the boring days. That wasn't a boring day.
But yeah, so they're not together anymore. She said that she wants somebody that's a little bit more put together. But besides that, he checks all the boxes, and Eddie is backstage of course he doesn't understand because he wanted sugar mama, and Kiera is trying to break it down for him. Um, and she started asking. Apparently, she started asking questions about his previous jobs and found out he was quitting them. He was quitting them so
Right.
he can go pursue his modeling career. And she was like, "That might be cool for him and his lifestyle, but that's not
That's probably why
what
his
I'm
wife
looking
left his
for."
ass. See,
And
people
then,
don't tell the whole story. People don't tell the whole story. That's probably why his wife left his ass.
so then I guess they got into a conversation about his ex. And he said that she made a statement that he didn't, that really rubbed him the wrong way, and said, it gives that he mooches off of women. And I think we even kind of said that's possibly the case. And, he said, but I don't understand because, I work and I pay bills and I work out. And basically, she said she feels like there's no repairing it, because she still wants what she wants, and she don't feel like she's wrong for that.
I don't either, girl. Again, I respect these. And here's the other thing that pissed me off about that situation when Tommy was like, "Well, you knew that," and she was like, "Yeah," and I tried it, and I realized it
And
didn't
she
work
said
for
she
me.
did say she was gonna try it. She said, and I did, and it ain't work.
Right? Like again, you. Here's the thing. I don't have to be okay with it. I
Mm-hmm.
can try it. That's like somebody say, "Hey, have you ever had sushi?" Nah, I don't think I'm gonna like raw fish. Girl, try it. And I
Mm-hmm.
try it with good intentions and I don't like it. You can't get mad at me and be like, "You just ain't refined enough. It's sushi. You what you mean?" Because I said I was gonna try it and I didn't like it. So she
Mm-hmm.
she did. I think she tried. I think she tried to put all that shit aside, that little voice in the back of her head. I think she tried to put that little voice in the back of her head aside and realize this just don't work. I'm not comfortable in this in this space. It doesn't work for me. And like she said, the more I learned, the more uncomfortable it was for me because again, like I said during the season, it's one thing for somebody who went through a divorce to lose stuff. People, divorces can be hard on your credit, finances, and all of that. But to find out that it wasn't just a divorce, it's because you are choosing to not work. Nah, we too old. Again, we too old for this shit. And I think Deanna was the one that said it. He shouldn't have. Then he shouldn't be looking for love. He should be focusing on his career and taking care of his business from that perspective. And that's what I've been saying all along. He should have never been on this show.
And that's what had Eddie heartbroken. Like, what? You mean
Child,
to
Eddie
tell
need
me
to
you
go sit
don't
down
take care?
somewhere.
You don't take care of men?
Child.
Thank
Eddie,
you,
go sit your ass
Marcus.
down.
Nels and Really B, will y'all check out and review Truth and Bo? Is it Boaz or Bose? Okay. I definitely would love to hear y'all opinion on the movie. You know what? I've been seeing it circulating around. Um, I'm not sure. I know right now me and Teresa's still trying to get to reasonable doubt. Um, but I don't know. I heard it was good. We'll see. We'll let you know. What about you, Really B?
I think I already answered that, Demarcus. I think I already told you. I'm not sure.
Okay.
The answer is gonna probably be no, but I can't promise. Because honestly, I just don't know when I'm gonna have time to watch it, and that's just to be honest.
It's
So if
on
I can
Netflix.
find time to watch it, if I can find time to watch it, then maybe. But I just don't know when I'm gonna find time. Where is it? Is it on Netflix? Where? What
I
streaming
thought it was
service
supposed
is
to
it
be
on?
on Netflix, but I don't feel like I've seen it.
I don't even know where to find it.
Hmm. Well, after that, they gave a little preview of Ready to Love Detroit.
Is that Detroit? Because I missed the city.
Yeah, it was Detroit.
Okay.
Um, it looked like it's gonna be more games.
It looked like I'm not interested. Like nothing. There was not one person. There was not nothing in that trailer made me be like, "Oh, y'all, we gotta do it." It's on Netflix. Okay, thank you. Yeah, nothing in that trailer made me want to watch it. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. And then they got into the relationships and who they kind of worked out, I guess, after the show. I didn't get into that because I just felt like they was trying to make it look like the process works.
So what's funny is the two people that actually walked away that look like they're actually in a relationship is Fritz and Shanice, the two people that
Mhm.
y'all kicked off the show. The two people that y'all kicked off the show because y'all was like, "Oh, they not ready to love." See, here's what pisses me off.
Was they the only ones?
They look like the only ones to me. I mean, Angie and what's the face said they gonna date. I feel like they just playing around, maybe friends with benefits. But I didn't see anybody else. I mean, and that whole Deanna of Eddie thing, child, that wasn't real. That wasn't no bullshit. So I don't know. You think that Detroit looks interesting? It didn't look interesting to me.
It looked like it was games all over again when they showed the whole trailer.
Yeah. I think some of those people are ready to love. I don't think none of them were. I think Zahara's ready to love. I think the one that was with Jay, I think she's ready to love. I think the one that was Cisco is ready to love. I think Hussein is ready to love. Um the guy with the guy with the dreads, what's his name?
The guy with the dreads.
Yeah, the one with the long dreads that was going out on a date with Angie.
I don't know who you talking about.
You know the one. What's that? Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one here, the long dreads. That Angie said we're gonna go out on a date. Khalil. I
Yeah.
think he's ready to love. I think there was some people there that were ready to love. I just think their person wasn't there. Now
Mm,
there's some that I don't think are ready. I don't think Cam is ready to love. I don't think Deanna is ready to love. I don't think Angie's ready to love. Angie needs some Rose definitely need to go sit on somebody's couch for a while.
oh.
Khalil was my favorite too. I actually like Hussein too. I like Hussein.
Hmm.
But no, I think some people were ready to love. I just think I think the person they were ready to love wasn't there.
No. Well, that's it, y'all. We are done with these people.
Don't ask us about reviewing Detroit.
I don't blame Tay. I just think she should have cut it off when she found out he doesn't have a stable job. Tay been hesitant since then. I think she was also kind of talked into it a little bit.
I think so too. I think
Everybody was kind of cheering it on, and
Yeah,
oh,
I
you
think
know
if she had met him at the club and found out, I don't
what?
think she would have entertained it further. But I think because it's a show and production probably was in her ear, like, well, just let it go. And then I mean, obviously she was attracted to him and she liked him, and I feel like they probably did the do too. They probably did.
Hmm. All right, well, yeah, right, Quay. Yay, it's over. I'm about to go take me some medicine and go lay down, y'all. Um,
Yeah, you feel better, Pookie. I'll be back at noon over on JB's channel to do this week's Beyond the Gate. So meet me on JB's channel at no, yeah, no, yeah, noon my time. Sorry, Lord, I have to get these because JB's in a different time zone. Child, I always gotta get the times together. So in about 30 minutes, we're gonna be over on JB's channel to do this week's Beyond the Gate. So y'all meet me over there.
okay. And if y'all have not already, please make sure y'all hit the like button.
Subscribe to the channel, both of us.
Make sure you comment and you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure you
Oh, Pookie don't feel good. Look at her coughing.
make sure you're following us on all the platforms: the TikTok, the IG, the Blue Sky,
The things are the things.
the Facebook. And yeah, we are done with them. So
Really be I'm watching the football game is on as we speak. Absolutely, I
you
am.
watching it right now?
Absolutely, because there was a 9 o'clock game. The Steelers are playing in Dublin. They in Ireland. I'm the Hold on, let me show y'all.
Oh my goodness.
The game is on as we speak.
Thank you, Clay. All right. Well, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all afternoon. I'm sure there's clearly football to watch. I know.
Quake said, "Don't take Tylenol."
Quake, let me tell you something from the very beginning. So in the very beginning, I was getting headaches, and my doctor said it was okay to take Tylenol. My aunt, before all this stuff came out, was like, "Don't take Tylenol. They're linking it and da 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 da." So I'm like, okay, I just didn't take it. But then all this stuff starts coming out. I was like, okay, Jesus, I ain't taking it. I'm not. I'm hoping maybe it's just allergies. So I am taking allergy medication, but
So
we shall see. But all right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all afternoon.
bye.